actually considered that the tides could totally affect inland water supplies. I don't know why my brain never registered that as a possibility. Of the moon! I bet you it's moon wizards.
Hmm.
Dang moon wizards.
They're
Yeah,
causing the
I
tides
mean,
because it's funny.
How rude.
Well, they're having a
I mean,
chuckle, don't
while I
believe.
don't doubt that they can, I imagine that the multiple water levels might be related to just like some kind of cycle of flooding, not flooding.
Yeah, they get a lot of rain in marshes, so the water level goes up when it rains. And then,
Well, what's the plan, kiddos and kiddodettes?
One vote in favor of taking the roads so that the horses don't.
Right.
yeah, if we're going on horseback, we should probably stick to roads because that's why horses invented roads, is because they can walk on them.
That's why horses invented roads.
Yes.
It's true.
So, where were we currently?
Somewhere around Vigil.
Freedom Town
Vigil.
is where you're going, and you're near Vigil, yes. You're a short distance out of town, like an hour of walking, running.
We'd just run away when we were getting
Like we
ambushed.
could be around here, near the bottom of the L.
Okay. Well, if we go through here,
Get to
Hype, Oni.
we go through
talking about horses.
how much marshland is there a road connecting Vigil and Freedom Town?
There are certainly roads, but they all go near the river where it's easier to maintain such a thing.
Well, we can either brave the roads or go hiking through a marsh.
Ugh.
Well, I would rather not get trench food on the beginning of this journey.
Good call.
There are paths in the marsh, like you can walk on dry land, but it's not the best compared to a proper cobblestone road.
Yeah, well, like, as long as the horses can make it through without just breaking their legs in a paddle or something, then works.
How many
God,
horses?
I looked over here and immediately read that as shittier mounts. It's like, geez, if you thought these mounts were bad.
Alright, so by river to Freedom Town.
Yeah.
Alright.
How many mounts can you summon?
So if you're going... Well, I mean, technically as many as you have spell slots. I think all of the mounts can overlap.
As long as we have them prepared, I have one prepared because, yes.
I have one also prepared because it's my domain spell.
Well, that's handy.
My domain makes it so that it lasts double as long.
Oh, well, maybe I should just not bother on any following days then.
Okay. Well, if you go there, you'll be exposed to the river, and whoever may sit atop it, for 5 hours. Which means that I'm going to need 5 d20 rolls from anyone who feels that they are lucky enough to make this work.
I'll give it a go.
So, probably Griff.
I did it.
Oh, wow. Those are all sub-15s.
Hooray!
Good job, Griff. That...
Well, in that
I
case...
used all my crits already.
In that case, you make it to Freedom Town. Remarkably uneventfully. Almost creepily so.
I really don't trust that name.
It's Freedom Town, America. Well, Freedom Town is
Yeah, that's the problem.
this tiny town in the middle of the boonies is the superpower America for some reason.
They sell freedom fries
Not
there.
yet.
Freedom
Soon.
It has a statue of a shapely pair of buttocks in the middle.
And soon
Heck
they're
yeah, it's
gonna.
my kind of town.
They conquered
And
the
soon
moon.
they're gonna. And soon
Freedom
they're gonna
toast.
put the tea into the river.
It's like every week the tea comes. They're like, God be gone, tea. No representation without taxation.
And the person who delivers the tea is like, we do this every week. Why do you keep ordering all this tea?
You will never understand our culture. America! Why do you all sit in front of this empty box every Sunday? You would never understand our love for the bowls. Anyway, Freedom Town is a place that is known for its population of individuals who are on the lam. So it's a decent place to go if you're on the lam. The town is technically falls under Last Wall's supervision, but the people there don't really get as much protection. They actually just bribe off local orc tribes. You just leave them alone, and things stay fine.
On the what? On the lamb?
Yeah, this is a town of criminals and do no goods.
Ah, land. Okay.
They're
Good
not
thing
like
I'm a pirate.
physically traveling on lambs.
That. So it's Australia.
I'm home.
I'm sorry about that.
As you finally cross the
Okay.
final few acres of agriculturalized land, you approach the town proper. It has
Yeah.
a simple wooden wall protecting it, made out of logs. Guards walking along it. There's the big front doors, where you are naturally stopped. And the simple question is asked by a lady in armor, who goes there? What brings you to Freedom Town?
Our desire for freedom.
Um,
She'll look over.
Yeah.
Well, what then? Well, she just steps aside.
Huh. Well, that was easy.
Okay,
Oh, but
so
hey, since you're going in town, she suddenly stuffs a packet into your hand. Just make sure he gets this.
who?
Oh,
who?
Come on, don't play sheepish with me right now. Just give it.
We're not even inside, and we already truck mules.
Listen, you said. Oh my goodness.
we accidentally
You were
said
just
code word.
You were just being cheeky, weren't you?
Oh, so
Maybe.
we set the correct countersign on accident. Perfect. Well, I'll keep the... No, yeah.
You ain't keeping nothing.
Just take it and Nick.
Just take it. I'll be
So-
taking this back.
What did we receive anyway?
It's some sort of brown package. You're not sure what's inside this box,
Yeah.
but she takes it back. She's like, no. No. If you're not actually here to deliver anything,
Mm.
we'll get in town.
So what flavor of commerce is present?
Many things, mostly illegal things. If you like lockpicks, you're at the right place. If you like big weapons, you're at the right place. If you like food, well, they have food too, I guess. Most of their foods are made to be kept to some extent. A lot of salt. So if and you like salt, it's a great place to be.
Nice.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of like spices. You see a lot of food has this dried black stuff on it that looks like dried plant matter. and the whole place smells a bit spicy.
Oh man.
You see,
So assuming we want to come across a ship in a proper fashion,
you probably want to hit the
we could
docks.
probably want to get funds to actually be able to afford the ship.
The ships are kind of expensive. Take it from a pirate.
Fortunately, we have some weapons and armor that kind of fell off the wagon, of the back of it. So maybe someone would like to take it off our hands for some.
Yeah.
Money.
Let's go
Find a
sell
fence.
off our loot. Our wares. We are merchants now.
Stuff that we got totally legally.
Well, you ain't
Well, they-
fooling nobody. You
Well,
are in Freedom Town. You don't come here with legal goods.
Yeah,
No. Legally, with quotes, you know?
Unless it's tea.
We have licenses.
Everyone in this town knows what we are talking about.
It's also not a very big town. It's got like a few hundred people at most. There's also a sizable orc population. So when you start pawning your wares at your local market, it doesn't take long before a big looking orc gives you a funny eye and walks on over. So, new people to my little town. He tries to throw
Are you Mr. Freedom?
he tries to throw his arm around the closest person he can find. One of you, that is. No,
I'm covered in spikes, so probably not me.
he would probably not be bothered. This guy's pretty big, and it looks like he acts tough every second of the day.
So it's Gaston.
Oh no! Words were said.
Except it's an orc.
So I see that new people to my beautiful town. Out in the middle of last wall, they say. Trying to sell off weapons, armor, things.
Yes.
I get the feeling you're on the right side of the law.
You mean the left side? Yes.
Little cheek. That just shows you're not from around here. What are you looking for in this town, anyway? Before you get yourself in a tussle.
What are we looking for? A boat?
Yeah, we're looking for a boat. Really.
What do you need a boat for? I think most of you could swim. And you don't look like fishermen.
Hey,
I
I
can't
can't call
swim.
myself much of a pirate without a boat, man.
You know, boats are expensive, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why we're selling stuff to get money to buy one.
Where are you
Put
going?
two and two together,
Where are you
pal.
taking that boat?
Just
Water,
like 100 miles down the river.
Because if you're planning to go downriver, I mean, I might know some people down the river who might, you might do me a favor too along the way. Just saying, if you're interested in a cheaper offer than you'd otherwise get, I'm making one.
Well,
And if you
definitely
have
depends on the
something you would
favors.
like delivered to your friends down the river,
Mm-hmm. Looking up boats. Man, some of these boats are big. Did you know boats could be huge?
Yes.
I didn't. I was surprised to learn this. I thought boats were always small. Well, I got a little vessel that I use for a trade down the river. So if you do me a solid, I'll give it to you for, well, what you got and what you're willing to risk. Because I got plenty of wares that need moving south.
Well.
Well, how much are we pulling together? I mean,
Like, how much value? Like, what is on the table for this deal?
Well, there's the loot that we just gained. That's there are several masterwork things in there, so that's quite a few hundreds in that alone.
In case of whatever, I still have the appraise skill.
Oh my.
I mean, you could probably tell if
I
the
mean-
boat's a piece of crap then.
Yeah. So
Let's-
with rolling it means that Safi is going to give us the approximate GP value, then that's better than looking it up, I guess.
Just tell me what you're putting on the table for him. And also, what he says is like, "What are you risking?" Is a question like, so how much can I saddle you up with?
Mm.
Okay, so maybe let's say what items on that loot list are we keeping for ourselves out of character?
The money, cloak resistance, the potions. Did someone take the chain shirt?
Yeah, I did.
Yep,
Yeah.
that.
I believe the druids
I took-
took the breastplate.
Yes.
Yep.
And I took also the scimitar.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took the long sword and the chain shirt.
Yeah.
What's the holy and mistletoe?
That's needed for some druid spells. I already have one.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
Christmas.
Yay!
So this leaves like the chainmail, the
And I
bow,
took
the
manacles.
crossbow, the mace.
Manacles.
I think that we are keeping these.
Yeah, I took the manacles just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that leaves like the chainmail, the mace, the crossbow, the bow, and the wooden shield, which I don't imagine is very expensive. The club,
Mm-hmm.
the spears. So that's like 7 or 8 items of value.
Mm-hmm.
I could also sell now my old scimitar. Old.
Well,
And I
that
can
is
like dump a bunch of gold in there if I need to.
that is a nice haul. He just kind of look at it and goes, "You're asking me to give up a pretty nice boat, even if you're transporting some goods for me. How do I know I can trust you with valuables?" You know what? I think you might be able to help me with something. It won't be a big, dangerous task, but it'll be something to show to me that I can give you guys a whole boat for yourself. So
So it's a small, dangerous.
yeah.
I'm
Just
leaving the
something I think.
talking.
I think it's just something you guys should be able to handle, right? If you make it this far on the middle of Freedom Town and got the guts to walk in here and trying to sell wares on my streets, then probably you can handle something that I got in mind.
Depends on what it is.
Oh, depends on what it is.
It always depends on that.
We've got a little drake problem out in the fields. It's got a lair somewhere north. I don't know. But it's been burning down the fields, and I want someone to go and clean it up. You took care of that. You got yourself a boat.
Well, that sounds like a reasonable deal.
A
Very
drake
reasonable.
singular.
So what I know it's one. I don't know, might have friends. Might have a master. Might be a dragon in disguise. Who knows?
Please not.
Hmm.
It's a beholder in disguise.
No!
Its fire breath is really its eye.
Well,
So it's a fire drake.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, it's not a dragon. Not enough arms.
Alternatively, we say first level wizard playing a prank. Never know until we go and see.
He keeps casting pyrotechnics. He's sitting
Hmm.
between
2
fire.
seconds.
Oh, burning hands.
Ah, true. Oof.
All right then, we go and kill this thing, and you get us a boat.
I'll give you a boat, yes. And if you find anything along the way, you can keep it. I don't know if drakes hoard anything like dragons do, but
Well, their skin
Sounds
might
like
be
we
worth
might
something.
acquire more things to sell on your streets.
You got gutso. How about you use that to kill a drake instead of talking to me?
Sure.
Well, like I said, they're off on the north edge of town, just across the river, and maybe some of the locals can point you in the direction they saw it flying off or something.
Yeah.
Flying?
So, given the vague knowledge of the area, I would like to maybe roll knowledge nature
For
to
what?
figure out where they could possibly nest.
Roll. Knowledge nature.
I guess if I don't know, then maybe the druid will have some idea about knowledge nature.
I kind of wanted to roll about statistics and fire the way. Like,
Well, you give it a good old think. You did see hills off to the north, which probably might have some layers. Like, you're close enough to the Hungry Mountains that there are some smaller rock formations that might have caves. You'd really have to take a closer look to get a good idea of where they might be. Or wait for it to come by and then track it from there.
Right, well, actual tracking, and that's for other people to do.
so I kind of want to make roll if I know something about fire drakes and their, I don't know, abilities or defenses.
It's knowledge arcana
Weaknesses.
to know about dragons' kind.
Ooh, yeah, I suck at that.
Well, then you ask me, I guess.
Ask the big brain wizard.
Actually, your nature check is better than mine.
Some droid you are. Drake lore.
You know the obvious stuff. Since they're dragon type and they're spitfire, they're probably immune to fire. Like all dragons, probably immune to paralysis, magical sleep. Probably has a very hot bite, but you don't quite recall how their fire breath works exactly. But it's not your standard kind of breath. A little more involved than just a. Oh well.
Yeah. But it sounds like something we should be able to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. He's not acting something unreasonable then.
Yeah, the Drake it'd be a bit of a tough fight, but it's not something impossible to do. It's just have to, a little plan never hurts. We'll get you.
Yeah, at least if it's a single one.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys think we'll get to surprise it in a cave or fight in an open field?
Probably depends where we track it to.
Oh,
Like, if we can get the jump on it, we can probably
Since-
get it while it's looking for food.
Drakes are decent flyers, so attacking it out in the open would just give it the space to fly around and be annoying.
Yeah, so it's best to try to surprise it in a cave then.
Yeah. Wait until night when it goes to sleep and then beat it up.
Yes, even they sleep at night and not at day. I would know that, I hope, with obvious stuff.
Flame Drakes are not nocturnal. They are daytime predators.
They don't sell a Tanglefoot back around here.
Tanglefoot bag?
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find such a thing in a place filled with scoundrels like these. If anything, such kind of gadgets come easy.
Because that could be practical against an enemy that can fly.
Yes.
Being able to time down wouldn't be a terrible idea, no.
A tangle wing bag.
No, that's illegal. That's a pun. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah. It's not a bad idea. All right. Well, kids and cadets. As I wrap my arms around you and tell you all that we're gonna call it here for now, because we've been in this session for a while. And next time you got a big old nasty to hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's like in 2.5 hour session. Okay, it works.
I mean, I have a session after this, so
Oh, okay.
Why do
well,
you have so many sets?
to be fair, I've been trying to get rid of this one.
the one after this or this one?
The one after this one.
Trying to get rid of these losers in this Petapon server. God.
Say goodbye to the stream. Bye stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Uh,
Bye, stream.